Good morning, children. Welcome back, all of you. Today we are going to start the lesson that is social movements in our times. Once all of you observe here, social movements in our times. What do you mean by social movements? You have seen the movements for democracy, you have seen the movements against the Tsar, against the monarchy, like this several movements were there. But here, what is the specialty is these movements are the called as a social movements. They means the movements that arose in the society for the sake of their rights or against the discrimination. They wanted to fight and they wanted to agitate. Many of the people were included into that. What gave this particular strength to the people? Democracy. You see here, when democracy is there, democracy gives them all the strength to fight against the government also, demanding their rights. Because democracy means the rule of the people, by the people and for the people. That is the reason, with the strength of the democracy, the people, they raise their voices against any injustice or against any discrimination. And some of the examples we have seen throughout the world. See here, that is like 1873, 1863, 1890s. During this particular period, several movements arose in the world. All these movements, whatever that has come out, they are demanding their rights. They are demanding their rights. And here we are able to see some of the rights. Let me ask you one simple question, children. When I come into the class, you have visual me. But I said just simply, you get up, go and sit there. And I asked one boy to come and sit in one corner. He will be surprised, he will be astonished. And even the second day also, I asked the same boy to come and sit in the corner. So now this time definitely he will have a question mark in his face. What is this? Why ma'am is asking me? Why she is showing a discrimination? And the third day definitely he will raise his voice. Ma'am, why? Why are you asking me to go and sit there? Definitely he will ask. Means the rise of the voice for his own right. He has a right to enjoy equality in the total class. But I am asking, I am showing a discrimination. Definitely he will be asking, definitely he will be questioning. So this particular right was achieved by the boy with the strength of a true reason. He has a true reason. He has that right to fight against the discrimination. And hence he raised his voices. Here, such kind of movements that occurred in the society during this particular period. No political party was involved. It is not a political movement. It is the movement led by the people on the basis of a true cause. You remember this. See, for example, here the social movements, the starting of the social movements was from the civil rights movement that occurred in USA. United States of America, they won independence in 1783 and democracy was established in 1783. But even though you know very well that the Africans, those who are living in that particular continent or in that country, they suffered a lot in the hands of these white people. And these black people, we call them as Afro-Americans. These Afro-Americans who are an integrated part of USA, they started feeling that they were not being treated equally. They started feeling insulted. They started feeling that they have lost their dignity. They started feeling that they want equal rights along with all the other people. That is, they want equal rights with the white Americans. And for that particular purpose, they have chosen different paths. Different paths were chosen by the people. And here, as a part of that, first of all, what has happened in America means you see that in America, Afro-American children, they were not allowed to go into the same schools as that of the white Americans. At the same time, these Afro-Americans, they were not allowed to travel along with these white Americans in the same buses. That means the transport corporation which was there in America, they used to run the buses separately. One separate section for the black or Afro-Americans and another separate section for the white Americans. That means what has happened? a discrimination was there. A discrimination, they were looked down, they were not given the right to vote equally, they were not living in the same areas where the Native Americans were living. The Afro-Americans has to live away, far away from these places. All these discrimination has given rise for a kind of loss of dignity, a kind of humiliation, a kind of insult, and now the people, they begged for certain period, afterwards they started raising their voices against the government to pass the law for treating them equally along with all the other people. This is the main basis of the civil rights movement in USA. Here you see the civil rights movement, first of all, the voice was raised by the people against the discrimination, The discrimination was shown in the buses. So, Martin Luther King Jr., who is the leader of that particular civil rights movement in America, he has given out a call. What is that? He has given out a call that let us not use these buses run by these racial discrimination corporation. Let us stop using these buses for a long time, 1 year, totally 1 year, they have banned all the buses using this transport, and they travel by walk. See that strength of the people, because there is a true cause. They fought against the government relentlessly for 1 year, and finally the corporation, as they were getting losses, they forced the government, they have forced the government to pass a law to allow all the Native Americans and also Afro-Americans to travel in the same transport. Like this, the first success was achieved by these Afro-Americans against the discrimination led by Martin Luther. In the same manner, by looking on to that, by getting inspiration from that, some of the people, those who are in America, they have taken a decision to fight for their rights. Right to equality, right to vote, right to housing. That means having a same kind of housing along with the Native Americans, having the equal opportunities in the employment, having equal opportunities in the job, that means in the education. Like this, they started fighting for the passing of the civil rights. And at that particular moment, a very important movement happened, that is Washington March. What do we call that as? Washington March, that was led on 28th of March 1963. Almost 2 lakhs people have participated in this Washington March, and they have marched forward to fight against the discrimination and force the government to pass the Civil Rights Act, giving them all equal opportunities along with all the people. And in this particular Washington March, almost all the people, they have participated equally, and they have given rights. They have given all their energies to make this movement a successful movement. This also forced the government to pass the law that is called as the Civil Rights Act. Civil Rights Act was passed in America, and this has promoted the rights of all the people. Here we need to remember a significant speech that was given by Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream. I have a dream where my children would study in a country where there was no discrimination on the basis of the skin color, but they are judged on the basis of the character. That means here the children of Martin Luther King, they were segregated, they were discriminated on the basis of the skin color. They were not allowed to study along with all the white American people. This has given rise for a discontent, dissatisfaction, and Martin Luther along with all the people. See, remember, 2 lakhs people have participated in this Washington March, asking for their rights, So, okay, everybody, do they follow the same methodology? Do they follow the same philosophy? Do they follow the same principle? No. Here, even in this America also, we have some other people, those who are having a different outlook than that of this Martin Luther King. See here, Malcolm X, one of the leaders of this Afro-American people, he started demanding that we can't live in this country along with the Native Americans equally, because the white Americans or the Native Americans definitely will be
discriminating even further in the coming days also. So we need a separate country. We don't want to live in this country. Like this, they have come out with another theory. He wanted a complete separation of the black Americans or black people, that is Afro-Americans, completely from this country, demanding a separate country from them. And for that he also has proposed that if it is not possible to achieve this with the help of peaceful methods, let us even go for fighting, let us even go for the violent measures. He has come out with a call. But this was not liked by many of the people. Most of the people, they favored Martin Luther King Jr. only, and they have followed the principle of civil disobedience, not obeying the rule of the government in a very peaceful manner. Remember, they have boycotted the use of the buses. They just have come out onto the streets in the form of the marches and demonstrations, but never they have taken any violent step. This is the success of this movement. So, the success of this movement is including all the masses, those who are suffering, and second one is making all the people to involve in a very peaceful manner, and there is really a truthful cause behind this particular event. That is the reason all the people were mobilized to form, or all the people were mobilized to go into this particular movement. And see here, another thing is this Washington March, 2 lakhs people have included into that. 2 lakhs people have followed, 2 lakhs people have participated. But the women were not given a voice to speak in this Washington March. Of course, many of the people, those who have participated in this Washington March were the women, because you know very well that the women were considered as a minority category even today also. So, these minority group of the people, that is women, they started recognizing that their rights are to be definitely enhanced. And for that particular purpose, they actively have participated in this Washington March. Most of the women, they have actively participated in the Washington March, but they were not given the right to speak in this Washington March. That shows very clearly that there are different voices, there are different intentions, there are different perceptions, but even then, the one particular path which was chosen, which is acceptable for all the people, which is a very peaceful manner, which will not cause any inconvenience to the civilians, motivated the civilians to participate in that and fight against this discrimination. Like this, the civil rights movement in America was a successful movement. Now let us see, is this only the movement that was held in the world? No. You see very well that the USSR, which has established the dictatorship of the communism in the world, it has a group of countries in its own peripheral. You will see very here, that is USSR is comprising of Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Poland. All these countries were under the group of this USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Russia being the leader, it was dictating all the terms to all these countries. And hence, to the people, those who are living in Hungary, Czechoslovakia or Poland, or the people, those who are living in Russia, they themselves, they were against to this loss of the liberties. What is the main limitation of this Russia? Absence of the civil liberties. The people were not given an opportunity to express themselves, first thing. Second thing is, the people were not given any opportunity to come out. So due to all these reasons, what happened? The people, they started feeling dissatisfied and they wanted to fight against the government for their civil liberties.
And these movements, they have got accelerated with the writings of the famous writer, that is Alexander Solzhenitsyn, and at the same time the nuclear scientist Andrei Sakharov, who was a very famous scientist, and he started writing the articles against the disastrous results of this nuclear arsenals. By these two leaders, they have motivated the people, and they influenced the people to get their rights, And for that particular purpose, in Russia, the people, they started fighting against the suppression of their rights, and that is freedom of the press was not allowed. No opposition was there in this Russia. So they wanted to fight against all these injustices. They wanted to fight against all these loss of the rights, and they started fighting against that. Finally, under the leadership of Gorbachev, even USSR, they have to recognize that the people are to be given certain minimum liberties. Minimum freedom is to be given to them. Hence, under the leadership of Gorbachev, they have gone for the reforms. We call them as the glasnost reforms, or we call them, that is, perestroika. The perestroika democratic reforms were introduced in Russia, with which Russian people, they got some relief. That is, democracy was established in Russia by breaking that long war of Cold War between USA and USSR. For the first time, Russia has emerged as a democratic country. And at the same time, that is, by looking onto this, there were several movements in Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Poland, all these countries also. They have led similar movements. They led more and more movements to fight against the atrocities of the Russians, or to fight against the atrocities of these communist governments that were there in these countries. And by looking onto these movements, even the governments in Hungary and Czechoslovakia, they have recognized that it is very, very important to give particularly these people the rights what they have demanded. Otherwise, they will collapse. So even they got completely deviated from Russia. From USSR, they broke up and they have come out. They established their own countries. Like this, what happened? The Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, they have broken, or that particular union was completely broken up, and Russia has emerged out as a single country, and Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Poland, they have established their own independent governments. What is that? Independent governments. Like this, in this manner, the human rights suppression was also fought by the people in the world. Now let us see another movement, that is the fight against the war and the nuclear weapons. The fight against the war and the nuclear weapons. See, First World War, we have seen the death of 10 million people. Second World War, 22 to 25 million people died. And the Vietnam War, in the Vietnam War, how many Vietnamese they have lost their lives? 8 lakhs to 30 lakhs. That means so many people, they have lost their lives just because of these disastrous wars. This particular thing was recognized by all the people, and they wanted to fight against these disasters of the wars. For that particular purpose, in the world there arose several movements against the war. Let us first observe that movements against the wars. You know very well that America interfered in the internal affairs of the Vietnam, there was a civil war between that South Vietnam government and NLF. These two were fighting, and with the fear that the socialism may spread into the world, America has interfered, and this particular interference of America has caused lots of casualties in the world.
Hence, it is very, very essential that the intrusion of America or the intrusion of Russia into the other countries made this world to fear that there may arise one more war, that is Third World War. We have seen that during the Second World War, due to the bombing Nagasaki and Hiroshima, many of the people, they have lost their lives, and even the long run effects were observed in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Because of this explosion, many of the people, they were born with the deformities, first thing. Second thing is long run effect is the cancers. All these things, what is that showing? It is showing very clearly that a war is disastrous thing. This was recognized by all the people. Second thing is, as these countries, that is both USA and USSR, they have formed into a group, they started producing more and more weapons, especially the nuclear weapons. And this has caused a continuous tension in the world that this may cause the end of the world, because if one more war happens, definitely that is the end of the world, because that much high magnitude of the these weapons. Hence, to protect the world, to protect themselves from these disasters of the wars, the people, they have recognized that we should fight against these wars. We should fight against these nuclear weapons. Hence, you see very well that most of the Americans, they have to join the army. That is compulsory. During that particular age, they have to join the army. But some of the people, those who went to Vietnam and has come back, they rejected by saying that we won't go to Vietnam. Why? They recognize that there is no cause at all for fighting against the innocent Vietnamese. Vietnamese, they did not do anything. They are really innocent people. They did not do anything. The American intrusion or the American interference is causing lots of damage to Vietnam and also to America. There is no reason at all in going and participating in the war. So simply they wrote one article, that is, we won't go. And many of the people, they have supported this particular article. Many of the people, they supported by saying that there is no reason at all to fight against Vietnam. Hence, by looking on to all these circumstances, America has taken a decision of making a treaty with Vietnam in the year 1975, with which the Vietnam War has come to an end. So you see very well the reason, the true reason, whatever the true reason is there, whatever the movement that arose among the people, that forced the government to pass the laws, that forced the government to take a decision in favor of the people. These movements are called as the social movements. The movements that raised in the society against the government, because they have seen the dangers of the nuclear weapons. The governments were forced by the people to undergo certain treaties or the agreements. So according to that, the strategic arms limitation talks were held in the year 1991. But of course, that particular strategic arms limitation talks, which was passed in 1991, was a failure, because it did not succeed in achieving its objectives. Of course, they have signed the agreement, but they did not follow. The execution of the treaty was not proper, and so the SALT was a failure. But later, once again, with the force of all these movements, the governments, they were forced to sign that is treaty, that is Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty. And this Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, it was implemented from 2001, and it was successful in reducing 80% of the arms in the world. 80% of the arms were reduced. But even then, the stockpile of the nuclear weapons was very high in these two countries, that is USA or USSR. Means you can observe that how many stockpiles are there with these two countries, which may cause a danger to the world.
So, with this, the movements against the nuclear weapons, or the movements against the war, or the movements for the human rights, or the movements for the civil rights, all these things, who led all these movements? Only the people. The people, they led the movement. The people, they have a true reason. They have participated in a very democratic manner. They did not take up any violent measures. The measures like demonstrations were adopted. The measures like the marches were taken up. The measures like protesting with the help of the articles was taken. The measures like making the representation in the parliaments and making the representations in the total meetings that was held. That means these particular events, they did not cause any disturbance to the civilian life. But civilians, they were motivated. They themselves got the motivation, and so they have participated in these wars, and they started mobilizing the government for their own rights. So children, for today, this is the class. What did we learn today? We have learned the civil rights movement that occurred in America, the human rights movements in the world against the USSR and the USSR controlled countries, and the movements against the war and the nuclear weapons. These are the three important events. So what is that you should understand here? There are certain features, specific features for these social movements. First thing, what is the first thing? Social movements means it is led by the society. It is, what is society? Only the civilian people. Led by the civilian people. No political party was involved. First thing. Second thing, what is the second thing? Peaceful marches, peaceful methods were adopted. There was no single leader, but there were some other opinions. There were some other opinions. The opinions of a few people were accepted by all the people, like Martin Luther King Jr. And Malcolm X, of course, he has one more approach, but that was not acceptable to the people. So, now one question. Who is the nuclear scientist who has written articles against the disasters of the nuclear weapons? You are right. And that is Andrei Sakharov. Who is the famous writer who motivated the people? Alexander Solzhenitsyn. And when was the SALT agreement came into existence? 1991. How much percentage of the weapons were reduced due to START? 80%. So that's all for today, children. Tomorrow once again we will come out with one more part of the social movements. Thank you.